How's it going, everybody, and welcome to BattleBots Reborn Rematches. Today's rematch, the very controversial Season 5 Super Heavyweight Final.
Diesector taking Vladiator early into the lexan. Oh man, how about that slam?
Two former champions, two of the best drivers in the game. The Season 5 Super Heavyweight Rumble had everything going for it, until partway through, Vlad broke the lexan wall. With no easy fix in store and it being the last fight of the season, the producers decided to call it a fight at 1:36. Diesector taking a 26-19 judges decision victory, but with half of the fight fought, who knows what would have happened in the rest. First up, let's show off the bot designs that have been updated. First up, Diesector. First thing you'll notice, he's actually got jaws this time. I have them on two different buttons because making both parts independent from one another was already a lot of controls because the hammers are independent from each other. It's just way too many buttons to be working with. So the jaws kind of go together, they don't always line up the best. But the hammers, I think they're a lot better than what they were. The axe heads, yeah, they're going to cause a lot of damage, but I think they might be the best looking in terms of what the shape of Diesector's hammers were, and they've got the bend, as you can see, the angle connectors in about the middle. Snowplow on the back just because it was a little bit easier, and he seemed to use that often in Season 5. And now for Vladiator, who externally won't look very different. But as soon as we open up the insides, you'll see all the differences. He's got HP Z-Tex now. I really should have done this from the start, and I don't know why I didn't. You'll notice that it's HP Z-Tex in the front and normal Z-Tex in the back, because if he had all 4 HP Z-Tex motors, he was way too fast, so I downgraded 2 of them. It seemed to be good enough. He's still pretty fast, but it's Vlad. He's got to be a fast robot. Also going with the spike in this one because I forgot he had the wedge.
Introducing Vladiator. Here is Diesector.
The box is locked, the lights are on. It's robot fighting time. Vladiator and Diesector have been fought 2 times before. This will decide the Ultimate Series bragging rights. And Vladiator with a big shove early on Diesector. He's flipped him over, and he's in an awkward position now on his wheels. Depending on how he falls on the hammers, they can be used as a Shreemac just like that, and impressively so. So an early scare for Diesector. Vladiator showing his pace and showing his ability to just toss the super heavyweight around. Both bots now taking a break from the early action. Vladiator with another good shove, and Diesector dropping the hammers. He's going to have to be good with his timing on the hammer shots in order to get damage on Vlad, who is proving very quick and very hard to stay with. Diesector can barely get over towards him before Vladiator's on the other side of the box. And now Vladiator with a big shove into the wall. Diesector swinging the hammers aimlessly. That's the strategy for Vlad. He's got to get in, he's got to get out with a good shot before Diesector can come in. That was a good shot from Diesector there. And another good hit. He's getting better with the timing now. Vlad will have to be careful not to lose his bearings too much. Another good shot from Diesector. Vlad with a good poke, getting on the backside. And now on the side of Diesector, tipping him a little bit, but not over. Vlad running over the kill saws very dangerously. Diesector very, very slow. He's a very heavy bot, which should tell you a little bit about the strength of Vladiator's weapon. Big shot there, and he's lost his weapon, speaking of it. And just like that, everything's turned around. Vlad's smoking, weaponless. He's just a box on wheels. Diesector in complete control all of a sudden. Perhaps he's been landing more hammer shots than we originally thought. And now Vlad has to find a way to flip him over with less than a minute left. Heavy smoke coming out of Vladiator. He could still win a judge's decision if it gets to that point. He's 40 seconds away. Oh, and he doesn't get there. Diesector knocks him out. What a display. Vlad showed brilliant aggression and did a little bit of damage, but Diesector slowly wore him down with hit after hit, getting better with the timing as the fight wore on. The damage adds up, and it showed. Gets a knockout.
The box is locked, the lights are on. It's robot fighting time. And round 2 begins. Diesector with an impressive knockout in the first round. Vlad slow to get out of his gates. And now we see that impressive speed. And he gets a big hit on Diesector, nearly flipping him over. And another big shot pops him upwards. So much power behind that small machine. Another big shot on the front. He's going right at the jaws of Diesector. It's a defensive game from Diesector. He's trying to get in there when he thinks he's got Vlad distracted. Vlad's just too quick, so it's really hard for him to do anything else. As you can see, as he nearly rams into the wall again, and then he spins Diesector around, who takes a shot from the spikes. Oh, and a big shot from Vlad! And he had Diesector on his side there, but he rolled out of it. Fortunately for him. Big shots, though, from Vlad in the side. Diesector just way too slow at the moment. Big shot! Diesector losing part of the jaw, and he's top out on his side. We've seen that he can get out of it, but it looks like he's fallen on the wrong side. Vladiator also weaponless in that big hit. It looks like it's not going to matter though, because Diesector has been flipped, and the countdown is over! And Vladiator impressively with the second win.
With the way Vladiator's hits were going, this was always a risk for Diesector. In real life, he could just flip the hammers over and drive inverted. Unfortunately, I can't really do that. So, he's lost, and we go to a third fight.
The box is locked, the lights are on. It's robots fighting time, round 3 between Diesector and Vladiator. Vladiator with a big shot early on. Diesector didn't even move. And already an interesting start to this matchup. Vladiator driving Diesector all over the box, complete control at the moment. Getting the shot from the Coleslaw in the process, and then slamming into the wall with a miss. Oh, but Diesector is landing some big hits and causing severe damage. I think he's off to a better start than he was in the first match, based off the damage totals. Another big shot, and Vlad is smoking. It looks like one of those motors has taken a little bit of damage. Diesector coming in for the kill again. Very aggressive. He's lost part of the jaw, it appears. I don't know if that's going to bother him too much. Vlad coming at him again, and I think there goes the rest of the bottom of the jaw, so that's a bit of a problem for Diesector, because that was some of his protection in the front there, but he's still landing all kinds of hammer shots. Oh, and he's tipped himself. Self-righting, no problem. He got lucky on that one. And now Vlad's struggling to drive. I believe the motors are definitely smoking and in trouble. Takes a big shot from the Coleslaw. This could be over quickly. Diesector looking to finish. And he does finish! Beautiful display from Diesector, and he wins!
Another impressive display from a defensive Diesector. For Vladiator, when your weapon's just one spike, it was always going to be a difficult challenge to win this fight. And that's what we saw. He struggled. He wasn't able to win the series. Diesector holding on to the bragging rights. It's a very simple question I'm going to ask. I think you guys already knew this was coming. If this lasted the full 3 minutes, who would have won the fight? Fair and square. With no lexan popping bullshit. Have your say below.
And if you want to see more from each recreated design, check out the BattleBots Reborn series on this channel. Diesector appeared in episode 2, and Vladiator appeared in episode 23. Thanks for watching. The box is locked, the lights are on, it's robot fighting time! The long-awaited third fight between these old and washed-up fighters